the Alibrandis, number 37, Matt Moran, and the Alibrandis are managed by David Lightbody. Now for the Lexington Blue Sox, leading off and playing right field, number 6, Aaron Barboza. Batting second and playing left field, number 20, Kyle Adey. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 4, Ross Curley. Batting cleanup and playing the designated hitter, number 24, Julian Alvarez. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 18, Richie Burgos. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 49, Ryan Berardino. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 7, Morgan Brown. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 29, Dom Zaire. Batting ninth and catching, number 2, John Putras. Starting pitcher for the Blue Sox here in game number 1 tonight is number 27, Mike Gianellis. Blue Sox are managed by Rick DeAngelis. Our umpires for this first game, Rick Cacciatore will be calling the balls and strikes. Rich Cabral is at first base, Rick Poling is umpiring at second, and Mike Finn is the umpire at third base. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the flag out in right center field as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play ball. You have center field.
From Morelli Field at Melrose High School in Melrose, Mass., this is Lexington Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Tonight, it's Game 1 of the Best of 5 Intercity League Championship Series between the Lexington Blue Sox and the Alibrandis. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story on the Blue Sox and Alibrandis after a dramatic finish to their regular season series a couple weeks ago, meet in the championship series for the first time. And after a dramatic, you can count on drama anytime these two teams play. After a dramatic 5-game semifinal series last year in which the Blue Sox left 45 runners on base over the course of 5 games, but still eked out the 3-2 series win, you can expect nothing less and the best from both these teams as the Blue Sox play for their 15th Intercity League Championship and 5th in a row, while the Alibrandis play for their first Intercity League Championship in their second year in the Intercity League after so many years dominating the Park League, the Yawkey League, I should say. So here's the starting lineup for the Alibrandis. They're the number 2 seed. They'll be the visiting team in this game, and they'll be wearing the black jerseys with white letters and numbers and the black, white, and red cap. Juan Parra is going to lead it off in right field, followed by Michael McGuire in center. Teddy Juba is behind the plate. Dave Lightbody is at first. Bobby Barrett is in left. Matt Henriksen is at third. Ryan Long is at second. J.P. Songen is the DH. And Mark Odessa rounds out the lineup at short. The starting pitcher they will face from the Blue Sox is Mike Gianellis. Gianellis got the win in 6 innings against Andre in the first game of the semifinals, and the first pitch at 7:50 is up and in, I should say, for ball 1. We're underway. Gianellis comes back with a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Juan Parra again, the right fielder, leading it off. Parra 5 for 13 in the 3-game semifinals against Wakefield, as that is fouled off, and he's behind 1-2. Par 385 with 1 double and no steals, despite a good track record of being a thief on the base paths. Gianellis hoping to keep him off the base paths here. As this will be popped up, foul and out of play. It'll remain 1 and 2. The defensive alignment for the Blue Sox, left to right in the outfield, Kyle Adey, Dominic Zaire, and Aaron Barboza. Third to first in the infield, Richie Burgos, Ross Curley, Morgan Brown, and Ryan Berardino, and John Putras catching Mike Gianellis. Gianellis winds and delivers the 1-2 again. And it's foul tip into the mitt of Putras for strike 3, and that is the first out of the ball game.
The center fielder, number 24, Mike McGuire.
Here is Michael McGuire, the center fielder. McGuire 3 for 13, 231 in the semifinals with 1 double and 3 RBIs. No walks and 4 strikeouts in 13 at-bats. Has scored 3 runs, though. As he fouls this one off on Linfells Parkway for strike 1. I want to thank Matt Noonan of Noontime Sports for tweeting out the live stream link tonight, and hopefully we'll got some more viewers here tonight for both the Blue Sox and the Alibrandis fan base, as McGuire is behind 0-2. Of course, we had the Alibrandis dramatic come-from-behind win in the here on LSP last week against the Merchants. That is up and in for ball 1. 1-2 the count to McGuire. Gianellis in game 1 of the semifinals, as this is lined to second and caught by Morgan Brown for out number 2. Gianellis in the first game of the semifinals against Andre got the win, pitching 6 shutout innings with 3 hits and 5 strikeouts.
The catcher, number 22, Ted Zuba.
Now here's Teddy Juba. Juba 6 for 10 in the Wakefield series. As he drives this one deep to right, back goes Barboza, and on the first pitch of the at-bat, Teddy Juba gives the Alibrandis a 1-0 lead.
That is home run number 1 of the playoffs for Teddy Juba of the Alibrandis.
Teddy Juba picks up his first home run and 5th RBI of the postseason. No doubt about that one off the bat.
The first baseman, number 16, David Lightbody.
Speaking of home run hitters, here is David Lightbody. That was hit a mile to right field. Lightbody had the game-winning 2-run home run against Wakefield in the bottom of the 6th in game 3 of the semifinals, as that is on the outside corner for strike 1. 364 hitter on the postseason is Lightbody, 1 homer, 5 RBIs, and 2 doubles, slugging .818. As he pops this one up, who's going to get it? Curley looks like he's calling for it, and that'll do it. So only 1 hit in the inning for the Alibrandis, but it's a big one. A home run by Teddy Juba, and after half an inning, it is the Alibrandis 1 and the Blue Sox coming up. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP.
Scheduled bat for the Blue Sox in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Aaron Barboza, Kyle Adey, and Ross Curley.
LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. So as we go to the bottom of the first inning, we'll give you the Blue Sox starting lineup there in the pearly whites, the white and blue cap, white jersey. Aaron Barboza will lead it off in right field, followed by Kyle Adey in left. Ross Curley is at short. Julian Alvarez is the DH. Richie Burgos is at third. Ryan Berardino is at first. Morgan Brown is at second. Dominic Zaire is in center. And John Putras rounds out the lineup behind the plate. On the mound for the Alibrandis is Matt Horan, who is coming off 3 days of rest after a save Thursday night. I should say Friday night against the Wakefield Merchants, And that was after one night's rest, after pitching 2 nights before and getting a complete game shutout over the Wakefield Merchants. So in 2 appearances, 1-0 with 1 save, no runs allowed, 4 hits, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Haran in the regular season was 3-3 with 1 saved, a 2.22 ERA in 41 innings, allowed 36 hits, 16 runs, 13 which were earned, walked 7, struck out 54, surrendered 2 home runs, hit 3 batters, and uncorked 2 wild pitches. Made 1 appearance against the Blue Sox in the regular season. That was on August 5th, going the distance with 8 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 11 strikeouts.
Leading off for the Lexington Blue Sox in the bottom of the first inning, the right fielder at number 6, Aaron Barboza.
Here is Aaron Barboza, a speedy right fielder for the Blue Sox to lead things off. Barboza, 2 of 8 in the Andre series with 2 RBIs. Matt Haran, the reigning Intercity League Pitcher of the Year, that was with the Watertown Reds, misses inside for ball 1. That is upstairs for ball 2. Hitters count for Barboza. Barboza in his career in the postseason is a .296 hitter. No extra base hits, but 5 RBIs. 3-0. Barboza against the Alibrandis in the regular season was 2 of 6 with 2 runs scored. And he'll take strike 1, 3-1. This is Barboza's first game of the year at Morelli. That's on the outside corner. Barboza's taken every pitch he's seen thus far, and it's a full count. And there's an inside-out swing into left center field, and that's down for a base hit. So Barboza waiting it out to find his pitch. He got jammed a little bit, but turned it around into left center for a leadoff single.
The left fielder, number 20, Kyle 80.
So that'll bring up the left fielder, Kyle 80. 81 for 6 in the Andre series. Barboza taking off on the first pitch, and now the ball is dropped by Juba, and that'll be a stolen base for Barboza. Pitch was outside for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with nobody out here. And 80 takes on the inside corner, strike 1. So Barboza wasted no time taking off for second. Juba, of course, a phenomenal defensive catcher and offensive catcher, as we saw in the top half of this inning. Swing and a miss, and the count will be 1-2. '80 against the Alibrandis in the regular season was 0-4 in 2 games with 4 walks. He grounds this one to the left side. It is a fair ball, and the throw to first will not be in time. Barboza had to hold it second because it was hit to the left side, but Henriksen's off-balance throw was not in time, so it'll be first and second on the infield single, nobody out, and here is Ross Curley.
The shortstop, number 4, Ross Curley.
And Ross with a grand slam as part of a 4-for-4 effort in Game 2 of the semifinals against Andre, batting .714. 1 homer, 4 RBIs. Again, coming on the same plays. That's on the outside corner for strike 1. 5 for 7 with 3 runs scored. So we saw Juba, who's an MVP candidate, go yard. We'll see if Curley can capitalize here with first and second, nobody out, but a great slider by Haran. puts him behind 0-2. Barboza at second, 80 at first. As that is inside for ball one. A little nubber foul, and that'll keep Curley alive at 1-2. Haran took the loss in his only appearance against the Blue Sox in the championship series last year, going 6 innings on August 23rd, allowing 8 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts with 2 home runs. Curley stays alive again. 0-2, he takes the ball and fouls off 2 tough pitches. On deck is the designated hitter, Julian Alvarez. Alibrandis taking the lead on the solo shot to deep right by Teddy Juba. Center fielder McGuire is playing Curley fairly shallow. As this is grounded to the left side, that'll get through for a base hit. Barboza being waved around third, and the throw will not nearly be in time. It's another RBI for Curley, and Barboza scores, and we're even at 1. And still nobody out in the inning for Julian Alvarez.
The designated hitter, number 24, Julian Alvarez.
King Julian 1 for 6 with an RBI and a walk in the the Andre series, I should say. As he takes on the inside corner, strike 1. Out of the Blue Sox 17 hits in the semifinals against the Chiefs, only 2 were for extra bases as Alvarez gets tied up and in, and the count is 0-2. Those were just a double by 80 and a home run by Curley. Alvarez stays alive. It's 1-2, 0-2 still. Blue Sox have gotten some good production from the catchers. Schroeder and Putras combined to go 3 for 6 in the semifinals. Putras due up 9th in the Blue Sox lineup. Check swing, he went around, and that'll be strike 3. Rick Cacciatore rings him up.
The third baseman, number 18, Richie Burgos.
So Alvarez goes down on strikes for the 3rd time in 7 at-bats this postseason. And that'll bring up Richie Burgos. Burgos also 1 for 6 with 2 RBIs. This postseason, got the ruby red batting gloves going as he fouls this one off for strike 1. Burgos had a bit of a down year this year compared to his first season with the Blue Sox last year. Batted .511 in 15 games with 2 homers, 14 RBIs. This year batted only .216 with 2 doubles and 6 RBIs. Did draw more walks, though, as that is dropped by Juba, no advance by the runners, and that'll be ball 1. Burgos in last year's postseason batted .250, no extra base hits and 1 RBI, but did draw 7 walks. Haran comes set. The pitch. Down and in for ball 2. Three straight singles to lead off this inning. A strikeout of Alvarez has Haran potentially 1 ground ball away from getting out of this. That'll be fouled off, and then that'll even the count at 2. Blue Sox batters have struck out 10 times in 56 at-bats. Now 11 times in 60 at-bats. Through the first 2+ games of this postseason. 2-2 pitch. 3-2, full count. Burgos glad he held up on that slider by Haran. Trying to keep the line moving for Ryan Berardino, who's on deck. This is grounded up the middle, and that'll be a diving stop by Odessa, but he can't get the ball to the second baseman Lung. Everybody is safe. That's definitely not an error. It's definitely not an error. So that's going to be an infield single. There's no way that's an error. That was a very tough ball to play for Odessa. He made the extraordinary effort you would need to revert that from a error to a single. So bases loaded, 1 out for Ryan Berardino. 3 for 7. No RBIs and no runs scored, though, in the Andre series. And he takes up and away, ball 1. Berardino, a Bentley product and draft choice of the Red Sox and grandson of Dick Berardino, is ahead 2-0. What a find he was for the Blue Sox in the regular season, making his Blue Sox debut on July 8th and batting .469 in 12 games with 1 double, 1 triple, 4 RBIs and 8 runs scored. He chops this one to the right side. It's a slow roller. The only play will be to first. It'll be an RBI ground out, and the Blue Sox take the lead. It's 2-1, but now with 2 out and runners at second and third.
The second baseman, number 7, Morgan Brown.
So Burgos up to second, Curley up to third, 80 scores. And now Morgan Brown. As this is a little nubber to the left side. This could be another tough play. Odessa! Out. And the side is retired, preventing a third run from scoring. But the Blue Sox do take the lead with 2 runs on 4 hits and leave 2. After 1 complete, 2-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. So here we go to the top of the second. Will be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Alibrandis. Bobby Barrett, Matt Henriksen, and Ryan Lung. Barrett, the left fielder, steps to the plate, entering play this postseason at .250 with 1 double and 1 RBI. He grounds this one to the left side. Good scoop. No, it's bobbled by Burgos. He fires on to first, and it was dropped by Berardino. That's got to be an error somewhere, probably an E5. So that'll put the tying run at first on the error.
The third baseman, number 17, Matt Henriksen.
So that'll bring up Matt Henriksen, the third baseman. Henriksen 2 for 10 in the Wakefield series with 2 walks. No runs scored. As he takes up and in, ball 1. The regular season series between the Blue Sox and the Alibrandis, as we wait on the 1-0, is swung on miss at a pitch up and away, 1-1. Blue Sox took the season opener on opening day, 8-4 at Trum. Blue Sox then won a 2-1 decision on July 18th at Lexington High. Alibrandis won the last 2 as that swung on miss, strike 2. 4-1 against the Blue Sox on Monday the 5th of August, and the next night the 7-5 darkness-shortened victory for the Alibrandis at Victory Field on August 6th. Tried to get him fishing outside again, but he wouldn't offer. It's 2-2. That game on August 6th was a game that the Blue Sox were leading 8-7 with one strike to go for the Alibrandis before the game is called to darkness. As this is grounded to third, Burgos has it to second for one. Return throw to first, not in time. So Barrett is retired 5-4. Henriksen reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 on, 1 out for Ryan Lung. Long, a .364 hitter, 4 for 11 with 2 runs scored this postseason. I'll finish my thought about the August 6th game in just a second, as that is in there for strike one. That was a game that the Blue Sox were leading 8-7 with one strike to go in the bottom of the 7th. Then the game was called due to darkness with the lights going out due to the curfew at Victory Field. Throw back to first and back safely is Henriksen. And the rule is at Victory Field, if the home team is trailing and doesn't get to complete their at-bat, it reverts to the last complete inning, and that was when the Alibrandis were leading 7-5. So that wiped out a big 2-run go-ahead home run by Alex Wojcik in the top half of that inning, and the Blue Sox were stuck with the loss. Thankfully, as the way the rest of the regular season played out, it did not affect the possession of the regular season pennant or the seedings, but it was certainly a game the Blue Sox felt they should have had, and they are looking for revenge. Could have won the season series 3-1. Instead, it was a season series split. Now they're looking for revenge against the Alibrandis with so much more on the line. And, of course, if you go back and look in the LSP archives and watch the semifinals last year between the Blue Sox and the Alibrandis, you know how entertaining it can be when these two teams get together. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Lung goes down on strikes. That's just the second time in 12 at-bats Lung has gone down on strikes this postseason.
The designated hitter, number 28, J.P. Songen.
So here's J.P. Songen, the designated hitter, and he has history with the Blue Sox in the Intercity League Championship Series. He was the losing pitcher in the decisive Game 3 of the Championship Series when he allowed the winning run to score in the bottom of the 10th after a really wacky sequence of plays, as that is down and in for ball 1. It started with a bunt single by Jeff Vigers and a swinging bunt by Dan Graham. Then Julian Alvarez laid down a sac bunt. Ross Curley was intentionally walked to set up the potential inning-ending double play. And then Dorian Rojas came through the RBI single to win the championship and the game for the Blue Sox. So Songen not on the mound right now. He's in the batter's box, trying to make a difference, trying to keep this line moving with a 1-1 count and 2 out. Henriksen on first. The pitch is in there for strike 2. Inside corner, strike 3 called. Songen doesn't like the call. He thought it was inside, but the side is retired. Nothing comes of the leadoff error, and after 1.5, still 2-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. We go to the bottom of the second. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Blue Sox. Dominic Zaire, John Puttress, and Aaron Barboza.
Leading off for the Blue Sox in the bottom of the second inning, the center fielder, number 29, Dom Zaire.
Dominic Zaire, of course, the hero of last year's postseason for the Blue Sox, hit a walk-off home run in Game 1 of the championship series against the Reds, among other heroic feats, sliding into the lineup for Josue Feliciano midway through the Alibrandis semifinals last year and en route to ICL postseason MVP. He's behind 0-1 here. Zaire was primarily the right fielder, but he's in center tonight as he fouls this one off again, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Sound like that took a chunk out of a car.
We actually had someone hit the light fixtures on Family Day.
Which one? Which one of the fixtures?
That one behind the away dugout.
Wow.
Zaire 0 for 2 with a run scored on the postseason, as that is low for ball 1.
High up, but it's like right at almost a 90-degree angle.
Here's the thing. 1 and 2.
Both teams getting their runs in the first inning, one on a solo shot by Teddy Juba in the top of the first, and 2 runs for the Blue Sox in the bottom of the first. That's down away, 2-2.
Quite a shot to get it up there. I mean, from that angle, home plate, that's a tough angle.
I guess it was a really like swing. It was
I mean, it must,
slicing.
yeah, exactly. And then to also get the height enough on it to go that high up.
So from 0-2 to 2-2 for Zaire.
It's funny.
So they replaced the light, I assume.
Evidently. I didn't see them do it, but
As this is into right center field, and that will be down for a base hit all the way to the wall. Zaire's on his way to second. He will get there with a leadoff double. Out of the reach of the right fielder, Parra, who certainly has the speed to catch up to a ball like that, but was not able to there. And Zaire has his first hit of the postseason.
The catcher, number 2, John Puttress.
Here's John Puttress, who had a 2-for-4 performance in his lone appearance in the semifinals against Andre, with 2 runs scored. Maybe asked to bunt here. Putty did have 3 sacrifice hits in the regular season. Corner infielders rather creeping in, anticipating said bunt. He does square. He gets it down. This is a good one. It'll be a throw on to first, and the throw is offline. Putty will get up to second. Zaire will score, and it's 3-1. Sacrifice E1 there. No RBI for Putty, of course, but the Blue Sox extend their lead. And the lineup turns over for Aaron Barboza. And now Teddy Juba wants time. It's in the mid-90s today, and now Matty Karras and Rick DeAngelis are going out to second base to check on Putty. So both catchers needing some attention. Putty is trying to stretch it out at second. I don't know. I hope he's okay. It looks like he is. He looks like he's favoring his left knee, it seems. So, I mean, it's not like we don't have other catchers, but like, you'd hate to lose a starter on a play like that. Now Barboza wants to off-right it. Now the throw goes to second. Now it goes to third, and they got Putty by about 5 feet. 2-6-5. Putty a little too overzealous there.
I actually think he almost maybe, I don't know if I don't want to dare say he did that intentionally, but I wondered if it was kind of
0-1 the count. And that's down in for ball 1. Excuse me, 2-0, not 1-1. 2-0 the count. I want Barboza to offer the first one. Now Barboza had 3-0. So we'll see if Putty will go out there for the third inning. 3-1. Barboza taking all the way. Singled, stole a base, and scored his last time up.
I had to catch once. It was terrible. It was the worst thing ever.
This is a little nubber down the third base line. Henriksen will eat it. An infield single for Barboza. Blue Sox with 6 hits through the first 10 batters.
As an earned run.
Well, I'm not scoring it, so it doesn't matter to me. The left fielder, number 20, Kyle 80.
Here's Kyle 80. He singled and scored his first time up in the first. And let's see if Barboza takes off again. Throw back to first, and back safely is Barbs. Barboza picking up his first stolen base of the postseason his last time on base after stealing 6 out of 7 in the regular season. Barboza in his career in the regular season is 15 of 17 in stolen base attempts, as this is fouled off for strike 1. Only 2 of 2, well now 3 of 3 in stolen base attempts in the postseason. Throw back to first. Back safely is Barboza. Haran knows very well the threat that Barboza poses on the base paths. A check swing, he went around, and it is 0-2. Another throw back to first. Keeping him close there. Upstairs for ball 1. Barboza bluffs off of first. The pitch is down and in, bounces away from Juba, but not far enough for Barboza, who had scampered back to first to take off again. So it'll be 2-2. On deck is Ross Curley. A lot of room down the right field line for 80. Barboza takes off. The pitch is swung on, missed. Strike 3. Throw down to second is not in time, and staying on the bag with the sprawling tag of Odessa is Barboza. So Barboza picks up his second stolen base. 2 down and a runner at second for Ross.
The shortstop, number 4, Ross Curley.
Ross coming through with a base hit his last time up in an RBI, plating Barboza. Let's see if he can do it again here. And Ross fouls this one off for strike 1. Lone run this inning coming on a sacrifice and an error by the pitcher, Haran, as that catches the outside corner. 0-2. But on that play, as Putras was going to second, he may have hurt himself. He gave himself up on the base paths. Now 0-2 to Ross, and he swings and misses for strike 3. So the Blue Sox get 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and leave 1. After 2 complete, 3-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at LexingtonBlueSox.com, Facebook.com/Lexington Blue Sox, and on Twitter and Instagram at BlueSox_ICL. So the new catcher for the Blue Sox will be Nico Frelick, as the first pitch to Mark Odessa is outside for ball 1. So Nico making his postseason debut, as that is swung on miss for strike 1 to the veteran shortstop for the Alibrandis. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. Swing and miss, strike 2, strike 3 rather. I did not get the first strike, but 1 up, 1 down. 4th strikeout for Gianellis.
The right fielder, number 8, Juan Parra.
Again, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left for the Alibrandis. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 3 left for the Blue Sox. Here's Juan Parra, who struck out swinging to begin the ball game, as he takes strike 1. So Frelick taking over for the injured Putras behind the plate. And this is driven deep to left. Back goes 80. Reaches up. He could not make the catch. It's a home run for Juan Parra. So both of the Alibrandis runs coming by way of the long ball. And it is 3-2.
The center fielder, number 24, Mike McGuire. Yeah, don't play. Don't bother. It's okay. They're not used to hearing music anyway, so you're not.
So here's Michael McGuire, who takes up and away ball 1. McGuire lined out to second his first time up.
Yeah, I would just limit the music to between innings. I think that's all. In fact,
As this is nub foul for strike 1, 1-1. Gianellis did not allow a home run in the regular season, as it's 2-1. Allowed 2 home runs in the regular season last year. As that misses 3-1. Full count. Down and away, ball 4, tying run aboard for the Alibrandis. And now here is Teddy Juba.
The catcher, number 22, Ted Juba.
First walk allowed by Gianellis. First walk allowed this postseason, and just the second walk he's allowed all season. His only walk came to start on July 10th against Wakefield. As that is in there for strike 1 to Juba, who had a home run with 2 outs in the top of the first. McGuire off of first. As that is up and in for ball 1. 2 hits allowed by Gianellis through the first 2 1/3, both solo home runs. One of them coming to this man, Juba. That's fouled off, and it's 1-2. After that home run, the last time, Barbosa's playing very deep this time in right. A little inside-out swing, and it went off the foot of Juba. Hope he's okay. Count remains 1-2. Alibrandis at the first salvo of the game. Solo home run by Juba in the top of the first. 2 runs on 4 singles by the Blue Sox in the bottom of the first gave them the lead. And a run scoring on a sacrifice bunt and an error in the bottom of the second to pad the lead a little bit for the Blue Sox. Juan Parr with a solo shot to get the Alibrandis back within one. As this is into center field, Zaire is on his horse, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Now the tying run at first, the go-ahead run at the plate for Dave Lightbody.
First baseman, number 16, David Lightbody.
Lightbody popped up to short his first time up to end the first.
Jacob Whistler, who was on our team last year. Aiden Park of the Somerville and Malden. I went to elementary school with.
As that hits the outside corner for strike one, although Lightbody disagrees. 0-1.
You don't even play baseball anymore, neither do I, but use the bat also.
Throw back to first, McGuire back safely.
We talked a lot. It's fun.
McGuire has not attempted a stolen base this season in the regular season, not even in the regular season. As that catches the outside corner, strike two.
I still know a couple of guys on the Lexington teams. They've been here for a while. I mean, most of the guys from the Lexington team, once they start playing, they stick around well into their 20s.
That's down and away, but a good block by Frelick, and he keeps it in front of him to prevent any advance by McGuire, and it remains 1-2. Lightbody, among all the leagues he's played in since 2009 in the postseason, is a career .369 hitter with 10 homers and 92 RBIs.
We're all college kids, man. That's why we're so bad.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Fifth strikeout for Gianellis. Gives up the solo home run, but keeps the lead intact. And after 2.5, 3-2 Blue Sox, this is Blue Sox baseball on LSP.
Richie Burgos and Ryan Berardino.
The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Bottom third, it'll be the middle third of the order due up for the Blue Sox. Julian Alvarez, Richie Burgos, and Ryan Berardino. Alvarez struck out swinging his first time up in the first. Matt Horan out there for his third inning of work as he misses upstairs for ball one. Fouled off, and it's 1-1. Alvarez in his fourth season with the Blue Sox. Career .296 hitter with 7 homers and 54 RBIs in the regular season. In the postseason, he's a career .305 hitter with 1 homer and 9 RBIs. That is at least entering play tonight. And that's down away for a ball 2-1. Foul tip into the mitt of Juba for strike two. Last year in the postseason, Alvarez batted .318 with 1 homer and 2 RBIs. It was coming in the game one of the championship series against Watertown. This is a little looper up the middle, cut off by Odessa, throws to first in time for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 18, Richie Burgos.
That'll bring up Richie Burgos. Singled his first time up.
We're always a very young team, so usually that guy's in school, like 18, 19, 20.
As that is in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is you want to try to
Dessa a few steps closer to third base than normal for the right-handed hitting Burgos. As that is upstairs for ball 1. Both teams have had a base runner in every inning to this point.
We're the gateway team. We're the little league team. We get them early once they're actually.
As that is fouled off for strike 2. McGuire, a few steps. Actually, the entire outfield is swung a little bit towards left for Burgos, so if he can go the other way, he might have some room to run. But right now he's behind 1 and 2, and now he'll call time. Alvarez, then Burgos, and Berardino if anybody gets on Morgan Brown. The 1-2. This is looped into right field, and this will be caught. No, it dropped. Excuse me. It drops in front of the right fielder, Parra, for a base hit. Well, that's going the other way for you. Looked like Parra had gotten to that one from here, but it was not to be. Burgos with his second hit.
49, Ryan Berardino.
That'll bring up Ryan Berardino. Grounded out to second to bring home a run his first time up in the first. And that is in there for strike 1. Berardino picking up his first RBI of the postseason. His last time up, he fouls that one off onto Linfeld's Parkway, 0-2. Infield playing straight up at double play depth here. Outfield playing shallow again. Fouled off. Blue Sox with 7 hits already, but only 3 runs. They've left 3 to this point. Little nubber foul. Berardino doing a good job to go down and get that one to stay alive. 3-2 our score here in the bottom of the third of Game 1 of the Best of 5 Intercity League Championship Series. Blue Sox here for the 13th consecutive year. A swing and a miss slider by Haran. Caught him fishing. Strikeout number 4 for Matt Haran, 2 down.
Second baseman, number 7, Morgan Brown.
So it'll be up to Morgan Brown to try and keep the line moving. He grounded out to short his first time up. Nearly beat it out, though, in the bottom of the first. Would have brought home another run. But alas, a great play by Odessa. As this is grounded to the right side, this should do it. Scooped up by Long onto first, and that does do it. Brown 0 for 2. Side retired after 3 complete. 3-2 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP.
There was 1 Alibrandis error and 1 runner left on base. Your complete line score.
LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 7:40 p.m. with Game 2 of the Intercity League Championship Series between the Blue Sox and the Alibrandis. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy DVD of the game at the LSP store.
fielder, number 7, Bobby Barrett.
5, 6, and 7 due up for the Alibrandis here on the top of the fourth. Bobby Barrett, Matt Henriksen, and Ryan Long. Barrett reached on error his first time up. He hits this one to center field. On his horses there. Going back to the wall, reaches up, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for Mike Gianellis.
The third baseman, number 17, Matt Henriksen.
Matt Henriksen reached on fielder's choice his first time up. Two runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left for the Alibrandis, as this is smoked into left field, but 80 will make the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs. But again, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left for the Alibrandis. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 4 left for the Blue Sox. So let's see if Ryan Long will jump on the first pitch here. He struck out swinging his first time up in the second. He takes ball 1. Probably the right idea there. You know, you're thinking he's probably not going to swing after 2 1-pitch outs, but you know, if you do swing, he's probably going to jump on it. As this is, he could jump on it, and that's if you groove it, and that is into right field for a base hit. So 4 pitches, 2 outs, and a single. Now that'll bring up J.P. Songen. First hit that's not a home run tonight for the Alibrandis.
Number 28, J.P. Songen.
Songen struck out looking his first time up. As he fouls this one off for strike 1. Long off of first, getting a small lead. As Songen fouls this one off for strike 2. Throw back to first, and back safely is Long. Songen 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, including tonight's action on the postseason. Ball 1. Songen in the regular season was a 154 hitter with 1 double and 4 RBIs. Runner takes off. The pitch is flared down the left field line and foul. It will remain 1-2. Long 0 for 1 in stolen base attempts this postseason. In the regular season was 5 out of 7. Still 1-2 to Songen. Gianellis looks at first, comes set, and comes home with it. Popped up, foul and out of play. Good battle being put on here by Songen. Small lead at first for Long. Steps off a little bit. He takes off again. The pitch is inside. Throw down to second. Is airmailed into center field. And now Long's on his way to third.
Well, it was also an E2. I don't really care if it was for scoring purposes.
So a stolen base and an E2 puts the tying run 90 feet away for the Alibrandis and an even count to Songen. Well, that's with Frelick, the new catcher. This is dribbled foul. Putras started this game but came out with a lower body injury after running to second on his sack bunt where he reached on the error that brought home a run. Inside, ball 3. Gene Ellis has already walked 1 tonight. As this is into right field, and this will be caught on the run by Barboza into the corner for the out that retires the side. That nearly tied the game, but instead, Barboza's speed pays off there in right field. And after 3.5, we are halfway home. It is still 3-2 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. Looks like the troops are going out to the Blue Sox bullpen, including Borja Jones Sparasaluthe. As Dominic Zaire, Nico Frelick, and Aaron Barboza due up here in the bottom of the 4th. A swing and a miss. That slider's been working wonders for Haran tonight, and it is 0-1. Zaire doubled and scored on the sack bunt and error by Putras, his first time up in the second. He fouls this one off. And Haran's been getting ahead of these hitters 0-2, 1-2 pretty well, but he finds himself trailing 3-2 and allowing 7 hits. With those 7 hits, again, just 3 runs scored, 4 strikeouts. As this is to the left side, deep in the hole, Odessa. Nope, base hit. The 4th infield hit of the game for the Blue Sox. And now, here's another sacrifice situation for a Blue Sox catcher, this time Nico Frelick.
Number 39, Nico Frelick.
Third baseman Henriksen way in on the grass. Throw back to first. Zaire back safely. Frelick getting his first at-bat of the postseason after batting 1 for 9 in 11 games in the regular season. Gets the bunt foul for strike 1. Nico, of course, brother of former Blue Sox and ACC All-Freshman nominee Sal Frelick, one of the best athletes in recent memory for Lexington High. This is fouled down the first base line, and that'll make it 0-2, and now Nico will have to swing the bat. Zare off of first. Frelick forced to swing the bat now. Throw back to first. Zare back safely. 8 hits. 4 of them infield singles for the Blue Sox. They lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Frelick takes outside. Ball 1. Frelick squaring again. Pulls back, and it's ball 2. Two and two the count.
He's outside, I think. Are we in the bottom of the 4th?
Yes.
Frelick.
That hit his bat.
Yeah, it did.
That hit his bat, and that's a foul ball, and that'll be strike 3.
That's unlucky. I mean, that's what you do. You go find cheese inside when someone's punching, but you know.
So 1 out for Aaron Barboza, who's 2 for 2. 2 stolen bases. Run scored. Strikeout number 5 for Haran. Outfield playing shallow for Barboza again. He grounds this one down the first base line, foul for strike 1. Throw back to first. Zare back safely. Down and in, ball 1. Barboza is a guy who could lay one down just to get on base with his speed. Strike 2. Looked a little up and away, but Barboza behind 1 and 2. And here is Haran getting ahead of another hitter.
Like you have to do that because you don't expect whatever 12-year-olds to be able to consistently.
Runner takes off. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, but Zare does pick up the stolen base. Strikeout number 6 for Haran. Runner now in scoring position.
Number 20, Kyle 80.
I'll bring up Kyle 80. 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a strikeout. Strike 1. Blue Sox have left 4 through the first 3 innings, including 3 of them in scoring position. That includes Barboza back in the second. That's up and away for ball 1. Haran with 6 strikeouts through 3 2/3. Gianellis with 5 strikeouts through 4. High for ball 2. And a rare case of a Blue Sox batter getting ahead of Haran. Good sized gap to right center. 3-1. Ross Curley on deck if we get that far. Ball 4. First and second, 2 out for Roscoe. Ross 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a strikeout.
The shortstop, number 4, Ross Curley.
Both teams with a base runner in every inning, as I said. That is the first walk issued by Haran.
Medford, right? So I can just go to his house and ask for money, right?
Ross comes up empty, looking to ambush the first pitch. And he got a slider in the dirt for strike one.
I already did, but I just want to know where to meet him. He said make sure we meet up so I can give you your money. I'm like, can I just come to your house one day and just...
Ross fouls that one off. He's now behind 0-2. Ross had not struck out in his first 8 at-bats this postseason, including tonight. And now he's in danger of going down for the second time in his last 2 at-bats. Down and away for ball 1. Ross, hard to believe that all these years with the Blue Sox, and he actually set career highs this year in most offensive categories. I'm going to come through here. He grounds this one up the middle, and it'll be cut off by the shortstop, Odessa, and he'll tag the bag at second for the out that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And after 4 complete, still 3-2 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP.
Left on base. At the end of 4 complete, it's the Blue Sox 3 and the Alibrandis 2. Scheduled to bat for the Alibrandis at the top of the 5th inning will be Mark Odessa, Juan Parra, and Mike McGuire.
Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information.
Leading off for the Alibrandis in the top of the 5th inning, the shortstop, number 6, Mark Odessa.
9-1-2 due up for the Alibrandis here on the top of the 5th. Mark Odessa, Juan Parra, and Michael McGuire. Odessa 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Gianellis winds and delivers. And this is lined into right center field, and this will get down in front of Zaire for a leadoff single. So the tying run once again aboard for the Alibrandis. On the first pitch, swinging again for the Alibrandis.
The right fielder, number 8, Juan Parra.
And here is Parra, who had a solo home run his last time up in the 3rd. Both of the Alibrandis runs coming on solo shots. Parra with 1 out in the 3rd, Juba with 2 out in the 1st. And Parra takes low, ball 1. Two runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 3 left for the Alibrandis. This is into right field, and Barboza will make the catch for out number 1. So as I mentioned, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 left for the Alibrandis. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 6 left for the Blue Sox. Here is Michael McGuire, walked his last time up, also lined out to second. As that is down away for ball 1, corralled by Frelick.
I'm not going to do it now, but like I usually, like during the season, during the regular season, I'll do it. It's not like he'll notice.
Action warming in the Blue Sox bullpen. We saw Borja Jones, Barris Saluthe, also Manny Del Carmen warming up. 2-0. Neither team with a 1-2-3 inning yet. Dessa reaching base the second time the leadoff man has been aboard for the Alibrandis. That's in there for strike one, 2-1. Meanwhile, the Blue Sox have had the leadoff man aboard in 3 out of the 4 innings. Just 3 runs, 2 of them coming in the first and 1 the second. Tying run at first, go-ahead run at the plate for the Alibrandis here in Game 1 of the Intercity League Championship Series. Runs way inside and up and in and undresses McGuire a little bit. 3-1. Teddy Juba on deck. You know he can lose one over the wall. High for ball 4. So after walking just 1 batter the entire regular season, it's 2 walks tonight to Michael McGuire by Gianellis. And that is going to bring Matt Karras out to the mound. In fact, that's going to bring the whole infield in. Juba 1 for 2 with a solo home run and a fly out to center.
The catcher at number 22, Ted Juba.
Juba has had a phenomenal postseason. He's actually 1 for 2 and his average has gone down. 7 for 12 with 1 double, 1 homer, and 5 RBIs. And looking for more. And he takes strike 1. Gianellis would love nothing more than a ground ball double play here. Ball 1. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first for the Alibrandis here in the 5th inning. Popped up. Burgos goes over to the wall, but it's foul for strike 2.
Yeah. My roommate, however, drove from Mass to North Carolina, but I was like, I didn't know that. So,
Outfield playing very deep for Juba.
yeah, so, I just mail all my stuff.
The 1-2. Grounder to the right side. Only play will be to first. Nice play by Brown. But now both runners go into scoring position. That could have been destined for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 16, David Lightbody.
Well, the thing is,
So Juba 1 for 3. And now here's Dave Lightbody, who's due. Popped up to short in the first. Struck out swinging in the third. And now they're going to intentionally walk him. So that's going to set up the force at any base. They know the threat Lightbody possesses. Here is Bobby Barrett.
Following the intentional walk to David Lightbody, now batting the left fielder, number 7, Bobby Barrett.
but I guess, yeah, if you left at like 7, you could be back at like 9 p.m.
Barrett is 0 for 2. Reach on an error in the first. Flew out to center in the 4th. That is strike 1. This is too short. Curley will underhand to second for the force. That is why they intentionally walked Lightbody, to get the force at any base. And the side is retired. Alibrandis leave the bases loaded, and after 4.5, still 3-2 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. All right, we go to the bottom of the fifth. It'll be the middle third of the order due up for the Blue Sox. Julian Alvarez, Richie Burgos, and Ryan Berardino. Matt Horan still out there for the Alibrandis. No runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 3 left in that top half of the fifth for the Alibrandis. Now here's Alvarez, who will look to get off the schneid. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to short. As Alvarez pops that one foul and out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Horan with 6 strikeouts through the first 4 innings, looking to make it 7. Well, not there, it's 1-2. Horan has really settled in after a kind of a shaky start to the ball game. Hasn't had a 1-2-3 inning. In fact, neither pitcher has had a 1-2-3 inning, but he's been getting ahead of hitters as has dribbled foul. Remains 1-2. He's getting a lot of hitters the last couple of innings, 0-2, 1-2. Alvarez fights that one off again. Bottom of the fifth, 3-2 our score. Both runs for the Alibrandis coming on solo home runs. Blue Sox have strung together their 3 runs with 8 hits. Strikeout number 7 for Horan. And the second time Alvarez has gone down on strikes.
The third baseman, number 18, Richie Burgos.
I'll bring up Richie Burgos, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He fouls that one off for strike 1. Burgos had an infield single his first time up and then went the other way for his second base hit.
My real name is Edward.
What is it?
Edward.
Are you like the third?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I knew someone else who was a third, and they couldn't call themselves Triple, but one of my childhood friends used to do that too.
Fouled off. Horan once again ahead 0-2. Just hasn't been much for the Blue Sox to work with since plating that third run. Back in the second. 1-2. Well, the formula seems to be the same for Horan. Get ahead 0-2, try and get him fishing with a slider down and away. Blue Sox wants to lay off of it in that situation, but they have gone fishing at it before. Plenty of times. 2-2. Don't think you have to sit fastball here. It's down and away from 0-2 to 3-2. Ryan Berardino on deck. Fouled off. Good battle here by Burgos after falling behind 0-2. He's got to make him work at least a little bit. Ball 4. So the Blue Sox have another base runner. Second walk issued by Haran tonight.
The first baseman, number 49, Ryan Berardino.
Now Ryan Berardino will look to erase his 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a strikeout swinging. Down and away for ball 1. So there's a rare first pitch ball by Haran. Gets back into the count with a strike on the outside corner. Burgos did have 1 stolen base this season. And runs a little bit inside. It's 2-1. In his career with the Blue Sox, 2 for 2. He had a stolen base in last year's postseason as well. 3-1. That stolen base came in Game 5 against the Alibrandis. Morgan Brown on deck. Strike 2. Don't think we're going to see Richie run on 3-2 with 1 out here. Not the guy you usually hit and run with. Grounder to the right side. Well, maybe running would have been a good idea. To second for 1, on to first, not in time. So Richie is retired 4-6. Berardino reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 down for Morgan Brown.
The second baseman, number 7, Morgan Brown.
Morgan has been the last out of each inning he's appeared. Ground out to short in the first, which he nearly beat out for a base hit and an RBI. Swings and misses for strike 1. Then a ground out to second to end the third. In the top of the 6th, the Alibrandis will have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up. Henriksen, Lung, and Songen. Off-speed pitch. I haven't seen the changeup much from Haran, but he got it by him there for strike 2. Mostly fastball slider from Haran. Berardino takes off. The pitch is ground to the left side and through for a base hit. Berardino thought about going for third, but with a ground ball to the left side. Not the best idea, but Brown comes through with a 2-out single. Makes it first and second. 2 out for Dominic Zaire.
The center fielder, number 29, Dom Zaire.
Zaire 2 for 2 with a run score, double, single, run scored, and a stolen base. Juba going out to the mound to have a word with Haran. Don't know if anybody's warming for Alibrandis right now. Doesn't look like it. Haran comes set. And that's downstairs for ball 1. Again, Haran is pitching on 2 days rest. This is line down the left field line, fair! Berardino around third, he will score. It's 4-2. Dominic Zaire comes through in the clutch. Might have nicked off the glove of Henriksen. And now we're going to have a pinch hitter for Frelick, and it's going to be Alex Wojtek.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Nico Frelick, number 8, Alex Wojtek.
Now, Alex is not caught at all this year, as that is in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss by Alex. 0-2. Mrs. Wojtek, get your iron out. Brown at second, Zaire at first. Into left field, and this will be caught by the left fielder, Barrett, for the out that retires the side. So after 5 complete, 4-2 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP.
Blue Sox in the bottom of the 5th inning. They score
You
one
can
run
follow
on
the
just
Blue
2
Sox
hits. There
on
were
the web
5
at
runners,
LexingtonBlueSox.com, Facebook.com/LexingtonBlueSox, and on Twitter and Instagram at BlueSox_ICL. So Alex Wojtek will make his first catching appearance of the year here after pinch hitting for Nico Frelick. And he will be catching the new Blue Sox pitcher, Borja Jones Barasaluthe.
Blue Sox as we head to the top of the 6th inning. The new first baseman is number 5, Nate Wolf.
It looks like we have a new first baseman as well, and it's going to be Nate Wolf taking over for Ryan Berardino. So the defensive changes. Wojtek now behind the plate, Wolf at first, and Borja Jones Barasaluthe on the mound to face Matt Henriksen, who's 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a fly out to left. As he nubs this one foul for strike one. Good hustle by Borja there off the mound. 0-1. Borja pitched 1 inning against the Chiefs in Game 2. Did not allow a run, hit, or walk, and struck out 2. In the regular season, Borja was 4-0. Pretty much all out of the bullpen with a .120 ERA. That's upstairs for ball 1. In 11 2/3 innings, he allowed 10 hits, 4 runs, 2 of which were earned, walked 3, struck out 10, surrendered 1 home run, hit 1 batter, and uncorked 1 wild pitch. This is on a hop to short. Curley recovers, fires to first, stretched by Wolf in time. 1 down. Curley's hesitation getting set for the throw after the recovery nearly cost him. But Henriksen is 0 for 3, and that'll bring up Ryan Long. Long 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a single, and a stolen base. Borja did not face the Alibrandis in the regular season, as Long takes on the outside corner, strike 1. That's on the outside corner as well, 0-2. Borja, in 5 innings against the Alibrandis in the semifinals last year, allowed 4 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 2, and struck out 4, and threw 2 wild pitches. Slider. Little nubber up the middle. Curley charging. Another double clutch. Safe. So Long beats it out, and that brings the tying run to the plate.
The designated hitter, number 28, J.P. Songen.
Here's J.P. Songen, who will look to get it on base for the first time. 0 for 2 with a strikeout, looking at a fly out to right. He's the only member of the Alibrandis who has not reached base tonight. Looking to change that here. That's on the inside corner for strike one. Borja faced the Alibrandis once in the regular season last year. Pitched 1 inning, allowed 1 hit and 1 strikeout, and threw 1 wild pitch with no runs. This is into center field, and this will be caught on the run by Zaire, who throws back to first. The throw is offline, but it's backed up by Wojtek. So after retreating to first, Long can't get up to second. 2 down.
The shortstop, number 6, Mark Odessa.
So that'll bring up Mark Odessa. 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. Fouled off. In the bottom of the 6th, the Blue Sox will have the top third of the order due up. Barboza, Ady, and Curley. Infield playing back, outfield playing back and straight away, medium depth. Throw back to first, back safely, is Lung. Borja comes set. The 0-1. Breaking ball just missed. Ball 1. Ooh, that looked good. Long off of first. Already has a stolen base tonight. Can you make it 2? That's on the outside corner. 1 and 2. Odessa trying to keep the line moving for Juan Parra, who's on deck. Good block by Wojtek. 2 and 2. He's clearly not rusty behind the plate. Little nubber to third. Burgos fires to first. Low throw, it gets away. It'll be first and third. E5. So an E5 puts Odessa at first and gets Long to third. And now Matt Karras going out to the mound. Whole infield comes in. Tying run now at first. Manny Del Carmen's been warming up out there. Going to stay with Borja for now. Parra, 1 for 3. A solo home run sandwiched between a strikeout and a flyout to right.
The right fielder, number 8, Juan Parra.
Second error of the ball game on the third error of the ball game, I should say, on the Blue Sox. Down and away for ball 1.
Literally a genetic thing I've heard. Like, you just either can do it or you can't.
I think the Juan Parra. Does that count?
It does, but you probably get beat. You probably get beaten up. So
This is into center field. Zaire going back. Takes a turn on him, but he makes the catch for the out that retires the side. So the Alibrandis strand the tying run at first, and after 5.5, still 4-2 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP.
Scheduled to bat for the Blue Sox.
The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Matt Horan has thrown 110 pitches through the first 5 innings. It doesn't seem like that many given how well he's been getting ahead of hitters the last couple of innings, but 110 pitches through 5 innings, and this is on 2 days rest after getting a save in Game 3 of the semifinals against Wakefield. That was on 1 day rest after pitching a complete game shutout against Wakefield in Game 1. So I guess you could say this is full rest for him and you count the save as a side session, but it's still phenomenal effort by Horan. Aaron Barboza behind 0-1, 2 for 3 with 2 singles, 2 steals. A run scored and a strikeout. Flares this one to left field on his horse is Barrett, and he makes the catch close to the foul line for out number 1. Well, that'll keep the pitch count down. So Barboza 2 for 4, and that brings up Kyle 80. 80, 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, a strikeout, and a walk. As that is inside for ball 1. One and one. 2-0 rather. This is ground to the right side and through for a base hit. '80 now 2 for 3. And here is Ross Curley.
The shortstop, number 4, Ross Curley.
Ross 1 for 3 with an RBI single, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice. Down and away for ball 1. Two and 0 as that skipped away from Juba, but he kept it close enough to prevent 80 from advancing.
Picture tonight's crap.
Boy, the cameras just can capture so many things that I can't.
2 and 1 as that hits the outside corner. '80 off of first, 1 out here. Runs up and in, 3 and 1. Swing and a miss. 3 and 1. He threw him an off-speed pitch. Full count. See if 80 runs here. Julian Alvarez on deck. Horan looks at first, comes set. And comes home with it. Grounded to the left side, deep in the hole, past Odessa for a base hit. Ross is 2 for 4. First and second now for Julian.
The designated hitter, number 24, Julian Alvarez.
And now we're going to have a meeting at the mound.
I think it's actually pronounced.
Actually, it's Julian. It's be faster.
It's not Julian Alvarez. No.
Be faster. Believe me, it would have been my first reaction too. I had to double check
So
the first time.
You have to ask.
it's the corner infielders, Juba,
It's like, do you want us to Americanize the
Sean Sullivan, and
he is.
Matt Horan.
Well, he's probably lived here long enough. He's just used to hearing Julian. That's fine. Well, I couldn't roll the R and Alvarez anyway. We discussed that.
You don't have
so
to roll the R. You just gotta say it.
I could dislocate the R pretty nicely.
So Alvarez trying to race his 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out to short.
See, I think if you just start,
Check swing, but it's strike 1.
you're fine.
80 at second, Curley at first. Couple of big insurance runs there, waiting for Alvarez. And that hit him, did it? Or was it a foul ball? No, it hit his. Oh,
I think it might have gone both, but it definitely got some of his wrist. Might have gone just a little bit of the bat. Yeah, that didn't sound like it was all bad for sure.
I mean, what happens if it hits the corner of your bat in your hand? I mean, it's not like we have, it's not like we have VAR at this level. So
Yeah.
so
No, we haven't seen the umpire.
we haven't seen. I thought I saw him point to first, but could be wrong. Well, Alvarez is picking up his bat, so it must be 0-2. Now Burgos is pleading Alvarez's case here, saying it hit Alvarez before it hit the bat. Now here comes Rick DeAngelis, and even if we did have VAR, we wouldn't have it at this. We wouldn't be able to tell really at this angle. So Alvarez is taking off his glove and showing his hand.
Certainly wouldn't have been waving his hand right away. But again, it's what did it hit first?
Right.
I mean, definitely caught some of his hand. Yeah, that's a great job of acting, but that was instantly.
Well,
Started shaking his hand. Two strikes, 0-2.
0-2 the count. Alvarez still at bat. Let's see if he can make the most of it. Wow, again? Jeez. Well, that's not going to put him behind anymore, so. Jeez. Horan's been coming inside a lot. He hasn't hit anybody, but he's been coming inside to both sides, too. He's been coming inside to righties and lefties. He's one over the heart of the plate, though. Well, that's not over the heart of the plate. That's in the dirt for ball 1. Mike Ginel's going the first 5 innings for the Blue Sox, allowing 4 hits, 3 walks, 2 runs, and 5 strikeouts. Alvarez fouls that one off, remains 1-2. Richie Burgos on deck. If Alvarez can find a gap, could make it a 4-run ball game. Eighty at second, Curley at first. Decent speed on the bases in case Alvarez does find that gap. And he pops it up into center field. It's not going to be deep enough for 80 to tag. McGuire makes the catch. 80 tries to draw an offline throw and gets back. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 18, Richie Burgos.
So Alvarez 0 for 4. And that'll bring up Richie Burgos 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk.
Movements on Sunday, and then
Burgos looking to keep it a perfect game here, as he takes at the top of the zone for strike one. In the top of the seventh, the Alibrandis will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. McGuire, Juba, and Lightbody. Down and away for ball one. They're probably going up against Manny Del Carmen, who in game one of the semifinals against Andre had second and third, nobody out, and struck out the next 3 batters. This is into left center field. That is down for a base hit. Being waved around third is 80. He will score a big insurance run and a third hit of the ball game for Burgos. It is 5-2.
The first baseman, number 5, Nate Wolf.
So Richie Burgos, 3 for 3, plus a walk, plus an RBI. And now Nate Wolf getting his first at-bat of the ball game after coming in defensively for Ryan Berardino. And he takes on the inside corner, strike one. Wolf making his second appearance and first at bat. He flares this one to left field. That's down for a base hit. Curley being waved around third. Now he will be held at third, as getting to it quickly is Barrett.
They'd been more heads up. They could have gotten while he was coming back to third.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Curley holds at third. The bases are now loaded for Morgan Brown, who can possibly put this one out of reach.
Number 7, Morgan Brown.
Brown 1 for 3, grounded out to short, grounded out to second, and singled. He swings and misses for strike one. Guess this is Haran's game as far as Dave Lightbody is concerned. 133 pitches for Haran. Strike two.
He's not going to have anything left for this series.
His arm's got to be noodled.
Curley at third, Burgos at second, Wolf at first. Down and in for ball one.
There's only so much you can do, I feel like.
Strike three called, and the side is retired. The Blue Sox get 1 run on 4 hits. They leave 3, and after 6 complete, closing time for the Blue Sox 5, Alibrandis 2. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 7:40 p.m. with Game 2 of the Intercity League Championship Series between the Blue Sox and the Alibrandis. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. New pitcher for the Blue Sox will be Manny Del Carmen, gunning for his 3rd save of the postseason. 2 appearances, 2 saves, 2 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Again, had that tightrope job to preserve a 1-0 win in Game 1 of the semifinals on last week against the Chiefs on Wednesday. Had second, third, nobody out, and struck out the next 3 batters. Right now he's got a 3-run lead as he misses low for ball 1 to Michael McGuire, who is sad to see Mike Gianellis go. Drew 2 walks off of him. Gianellis issued 3 walks tonight, 2 of them to McGuire. He issued 1 walk throughout the entire regular season. 2-1 to McGuire. It's McGuire, Juba, and Lightbody, the guys you want at the plate to get a rally going. 3-1. Del Carmen, of course, with a Herculean performance last year in the postseason against the Alibrandis. Gets it in there for strike 2. Had a 7-out save to get the Blue Sox to even in the series in Game 4 last year. Tried to blow the fastball by him, and he fouled it off. Last year, he was postseason pitcher of the year, going 2-0 with 2 saves and a 1.05 ERA. The 3-2 again. High for ball 4. So that'll put the tying run in the on-deck circle. And now here is Teddy Juba. Juba with a solo home run in the first, then a fly out to center in the third, and a ground out to second in the 5th. This is driven deep to left, but this will hang up long enough for 80 to make the catch, 1 down. That sounded a lot better off the bat than it ended up being. Right sound, wrong shape.
First baseman, number 16.
Trying to ambush the first pitch like he did against Gianellis in the first, but to no avail. And now here is Dave Lightbody. Drew an intentional walk his last time up, 0 for 2 otherwise. Curveball on the outside corner, strike 1. This is into right field, and this will be caught on the run by Barboza. Scampering back to first is McGuire. Couple of quick outs there. And the Alibrandis down to their final out in the person of Bobby Barrett.
The left fielder, number 7, Bobby Barrett.
Del Carmen had 1 appearance against the Alibrandis in the regular season. Got the save in 1 inning, allowing 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, and striking out 2. And that is in there for strike 1 to Barrett, who is 0 for 3, reached on an error in the second, flew out to center in the 4th, and ground into a fielder's choice to end the 5th. The 0-1. Popped up. Who's going to get it? Curley and Brown converging. Curley makes the catch, and the Blue Sox have won 13 consecutive games in the Intercity League Championship Series, taking Game 1 tonight 5-2. So in a game that took 1 hour and 57 minutes, the winning pitcher is Mike Gianellis. He is 2-0 on the postseason. The losing pitcher is Matt Horan. He is 1-1 on the postseason. The save goes to Manny Del Carmen. It's his 3rd of the postseason. The final totals for the Alibrandis, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 9 left. And for the Lexington Blue Sox, 5 runs, 7, 8, 10, 14 hits, 5 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors, and 11 left. Our players of the game are Richie Burgos, 3 for 3 with an RBI. Aaron Barboza, 2 for 4 with 2 steals and a run scored. And Ross Curley, 2 for 4. And, yeah, really just a great all-around effort. And it can't knock the effort by Gianellis, 5 innings, shutting it with just the 2 runs allowed. So the Blue Sox, again, win their 13th consecutive game in the Intercity League Championship Series. They take a 1-0 series lead, and it may have, for the Alibrandis, that may have been at the expense of Matt Horan, unless they can win the next 2 or 2 more in this series to hopefully get him back for Sunday. A Herculean effort by Horan, throwing close to 140 pitches in 6 innings, but the Blue Sox came through against them when they needed to and hold on for a 5-2 win. So with that said, there's been a presentation of the Lexington Blue Sox in association with Local Sports Productions, serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2019, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Lexington Blue Sox or Local Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. A reminder that LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 7:40 p.m. with Game 2 of the Intercity League Championship Series between the Blue Sox and the Alibrandis. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Morelli Field at Melrose High School in Melrose, Mass. It is the Lexington Blue Sox 5 and the Alibrandis 2. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.